And 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, my name is Amal, and joining me tonight, I have Andy, Carl, and George. And Mus isn't too far away from all reports. We've got people on, we've got eyes on him. He's not too far. We are the Monday Blues coming to you with the Round 8 preview, the rivalry. What a game we have on our hands. The Baggers are going up against the Pies, the Filth, the Scum. Anything else that you got in mind, George? Any other names?
Just
it's a good one.
Just Google Filth synonym and whatever the list just pops up.
Whatever comes up. We've got them tomorrow night at the G at 7:40 p.m. I'm expecting 95,000 plus. I don't know about you boys. I think this is going to be huge. The last couple of games for both teams, whilst Collingwood got the draw, they could have also won it. And I'm of the opinion, I think the majority of us are, that Carlton should have won against the Cats as well. But here we are. It's a big game, not only for the Baggers, but for the Collingwood Magpies as well.
Yuck.
Yeah, it's yuck. And there's been a host of changes from both teams, which we'll get into tonight. We've got 17 watching along so far. Welcome to those who are watching along and in the chat. I hope you've had a good week, and I hope you're all excited for tomorrow night. Before we go into the teams, let's quickly go around the grounds and just see how you fellas are doing. Carl, I'll start with you.
You know what? Every time we come up against these blokes, you feel nervous because you don't want to lose to these dogs. But having said that, I'm pretty feeling confident, man. Been good. Yeah. Can't wait, man. Can't wait for tomorrow night.
Georgie.
I can't wait, man. All I'm thinking about is the ledger. 129 wins to their 131. We need to tip the scale the other way. It starts tomorrow. So
nice.
Can't wait.
Nice.
How good is waking up game day Carlton Collingwood? So can't wait, man.
It's like a granny.
And the social media will be absolutely buzzing tomorrow. The post. Yeah. It's been flying all week, so absolutely can't wait.
Andy.
Yeah, keen as always, bro. I hate the filth. Disgusting. Just want misery for them.
Blood.
All week I've just been manifesting misery for the Filth Football Club. I meditate during my meditation sessions. I was just manifesting just torture for them. I want them to sit through 4 quarters of pain and misery and suffering. I want them to feel it in their bodies. I want their children to feel it. I hate that team. I hate that club.
Welcome aboard, mate.
With absolutely
everything.
And he's the only guy that thinks of torture during meditation. It's meant to be a peaceful exercise.
Hey, watching or manifesting and visualizing that grub football club, that disgusting team suffer brings me peace and joy and happiness.
Valid. It's very valid.
That is what just brings me. I just hate them. I hate everything about them. I hate their colors. I hate the way they walk out smiling. I hate Darcy Moore. I hate Jamie Elliott. Oh, he jumped. He took a cute mark. Oh, he's no Andrew Walker. I hate everything about that team. I just think they're a bunch of miserable, just yuck. Yuck. That's the only word. Just carry on. I can keep going.
They will be out in force just quickly because Centrelink payments did drop today, so they'll be out in force tomorrow. So
yes,
they'll be on the mid-strength beers. They don't even need a straw. They just got a gap between their teeth that just sucks it in.
Isaac in the chat. I interact with Collingwood Filth every day over social media. I'd love to see some of those interactions. Maz, bottom dwellers they are. I can't agree. And Jay Baggers, I'll correct you, Andy. It's not Darcy Moore, it's Darcy Less.
Very good. Very good.
I must admit, it does piss me off seeing Darcy Moore come out onto the ground, smite. Like he's got this smirk on his face. Like,
Kieran
I
Knightley.
agree.
Yes.
100% agree with that. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into
There he is.
the teams.
Oh,
there he
there he
is.
Hey,
Clap
Welcome.
him in.
oh, we love the quality of the camera. We absolutely love the quality.
We'll get
Hopefully
to him
that's
eventually.
hopefully that's the quality of football that the Filth play tomorrow.
Well, he's wearing black and white.
Moss is still in 1992.
He's filming with a potato.
AOL dial-up.
He
Anyway,
can't
whilst,
even hear us. He can't even hear us.
whilst Moose sets up, let's get into the teams. Coming in for Carlton. Now, some big changes. Coming in for Carlton, Alex Chincotta going out. Moose coming back in. David Cunningham,
Moose
Orazio
out.
Fantasia, and Adam Chera.
Moss styled him from Lebanon. That's great.
And omitted, no injuries, but 4 omissions in Brodie Kemp, Ollie Hollins, Jackson Binns, and Jack Carroll. Coming in for the Filth, Oleg Markov and Lachlan Sullivan, who is, it's going to be his debut game. And going out for the Pies, Jordan De Goey and Tom Mitchell. Backline for Carlton, Zach Williams, Lewis Young, Lockie Cowan, Alex Chincotta, Jacob Wiedering, Nick Newman going up against the forward line of Harvey Harrison, John Noble, Brody Mychek, Bro McCreary, Jamie Elliott, and Mason Cox. Midfield for Carlton, David Cunningham, Paddy Cripps, Blake Acres following Mark Pitney, Sam Walsh, George Hewitt going up against the midfield of Steel Sidebottom, Scott Pendlebury, Josh Daicos, and following Darcy Cameron, Jack Crisp, and Lockie Schultz. Forward line for Carlton, Matty Cottrell, Harry Mackay, Elijah Hollins, Matty Owies, Charlie Curnow, Tom DeConning, against the backline of Braden Maynard, Oleg Markov, Billy Frampton, Jeremy Howe, Nick Daicos, and Darcy Less. Interchange bench, Jordan Boyd, Matty Kennedy, Orazio Fantasia, Corey Durden, and Adam Chera coming back into the side this week after a fortnight off. And interchange for the Pies, Patrick Lipinski, Isaac Quaynor, Bobby Hill, Will Hoskin-Elliott, and Lachlan Sullivan. Emergencies, Brodie Kemp, Ollie Hollins, Jack Carroll, and Finlay McRae, Jack Bytel, and Charlie Dean for the Pies. Ins and outs. Gents, how do we feel about those that are going out in Brodie Kemp, Ollie Hollins, Jackson Binns, and Jack Carroll? Deserved, stiff, saw it coming. What are your thoughts?
I'm happy with all of them. I'm just, you know what? I think it's a bit stiff. Binns came in for a quarter. I think always is lucky. But if I had to change that, I'd probably keep Binns and take out Cunningham. That would have been my only one.
So keep Binns in and
I would have kept Binns in. Like he debuts his first game and he plays a quarter.
Yeah, a quarter. Yeah, and then gets it.
I'm not a fan of having your debut game and playing a quarter. If you're not playing as a starting 22, I reckon that sucks. But it is what it is. But yeah, I would have kept Binns in and I would have kept Cunningham out of the team. That's my take.
I thought Williams was lucky to stay in, to be honest. And I think he is only in 2 reasons. 1, pay packet, and 2, got no one else to come in.
Yeah,
but
I'm with you, Andy.
I thought his efforts last week were pretty soft. So he's got to come out this week and prove a point, prove us all wrong that he's that he's not soft. I don't mind the ins. I don't mind the outs. It is what it is. I just want to smash him. When it comes to this time of the week, I don't really like the ins and outs. Don't bother me ever. Like unless it's something really out of left field. I just want the game to come, and I just want to smash him, man. I just really want to smash him. Georgie, how you feel?
I was going to say it's funny. Last year, this is the weekly. He said how you feel weekly when the teams drop. This was the weekly Paddy Dow. Is he stiff or is he not? The debate for 4 months of the year. Yeah, look, Voss has shown that he's a no passengers sort of guy with this week's selection. I guess. Like I know with you look at Chera's game against Collingwood, he's coming back in. I think that's why obviously Binns will be a bit stiff. I know they play 2 different roles, but in his one half, what excites me what excites me is his one half that he played against them last year, if you recall. 20 touches, 6 clearances, 5 inside 50s, 4 score involvements, and then he got hurt. So that's a huge exciting in. Kemp, look, I think Kemp was, I think, maybe a bit stiff, but I guess when you look at the matchups, he doesn't really have. I don't know if there's a real matchup for him there. Wiedering will take on Myercheck. Young probably takes on a combination of Cameron and Cox, like resting Ruckman / Cox. So he'll and he's obviously taller. Is he he's probably a better one-on-one player than Kemp. Kemp's like that third tall, and Cowan's, he's doing okay. He's in the squad. He's holding up okay. In all fairness, would you take Kemp over Young? But at the same time, Cameron and Cox are a I lost there for a sec. Cameron and Cox are obviously big boys, so you'd probably have to get back Young in there. So yeah, it's fair. I think Ollie out is like the guy's been in the squad pretty much since round 1 last year, right? So since he got drafted.
I don't think he missed a game.
No, he did. He got injured last year, didn't he?
But he's not played. He did get injured. He was out for a while, but he's not played VFL. Like, he's just been in the seniors, and good on him. He's been fantastic. I love his gut running, his pressure. It made me think during the week. He came on as a sub against Melbourne in the semi from memory, and he was huge in that fourth quarter. Then I thought, is he a valid, is he a sub going forward? Like, would it be impactful to have him? But is it a bit of a waste? Because obviously you know what he brings. But I'd love a couple of preseasons into Ollie to put on a little bit of size. Look, he's a kid, right? He's 19. He's a wingman. Like, he's not gonna, he's not gonna look like Moose next week. But Moose, shout out, get him on the training regime. He needs to spend an off season with Moose, I reckon, and Bloke will be an absolute machine. So, yeah, no, I'm happy with it.
What was that?
I was just almost broke.
What about you, Omar? What do you reckon?
I don't mind any of them, to be honest. I think Brody Kemp is probably the only one, but maybe the omission was more so to mitigate their forward line, and in particular their small forwards. I think we haven't gone as tall as what we normally have in the past. We've got Jacob Wiedering and Lewis Young. They'll probably cover off who have they got in their forward line? Mason Cox and Brody Myercheck is who they've got listed in their forward at the moment. But they've also got Billy Frampton playing down at full back tomorrow night as well. Now, their back line isn't that is relatively tall. They got Darcy Moore, Braden Maynard who can take a tall, and Jeremy Howe and Billy Frampton. So they're expecting us to go tall, I reckon. G'day, Moose. Can you hear us?
So angry.
I can hear you. Hang on, just cutting in now.
Nice. I reckon they might swing how forward again, like they did last year.
Yeah, there's a good chance of that happening, I reckon. But my main concern is, can our defense and there needs to be some accountability on our midfield as well. Can they hold out their small forward brigade? It's dangerous. I think we got to acknowledge that. Jamie Elliott, Lockie Schultz, Bo McCreary, who's very, very quick, Bobby Hill, and to some extent Will Hoskin-Elliott. They're all quick. They're all very creative in the forward line, and they can all get on the scoreboard. Can our defense hold them up? Right? Defense was discussed quite heavily with us last week, and also in the chat for those that were watching along in the review of the Cats game. Our defense let us down quite a lot. We were getting into the forward line enough. We were creating enough chances, but can our defense hold their small forwards?
Easy.
We just don't let it go there. Our midfield should absolutely annihilate them. Like, let's be real. Who's their midfield now?
Our midfield will. Like, I reckon
it should.
If
it doesn't, I'd be.
They're just
banking
annoyed on getting us. Yeah, they're just banking on getting us on the transition.
Their two major ball winners are Mitchell and Degoe. They got no one else that goes in for the ball. Yeah. Nick Daicos is a marshmallow. He's not going to get you the ball. And they're probably bringing Markov with his mustache to do something, to whip it and grab it or something. I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on there.
they're scared, right? I can't tell you how many supporters of theirs have kept going on about Degoe and Mitchell out, right? So, okay, yes, Degoe's a big out. You know, he's big-bodied mid. He's sort of guy that's the X factor that can win the game on his own boot, right? But and they kept talking about these two as if they're going to win them the game solely on these two, right? And saying that their injury list, and I'll even give them McStay, right? They've been talking about McStay, but Motlop, Fogarty, McGovern, Martin, Marchbank, Sard, and if you're going to throw McStay, I'll throw Sauce and Doherty in there as well, right? So don't they're scared. They're bringing out excuses already. But what was it this time last year? Oh, the player, there's an illness going through the Holden Centre or whatnot.
Was that was it back after the season when we had 7 players out?
Yeah,
like we do.
Always excuses.
Yeah,
always excuses. Welcome back, Moose.
Changing rooms, or was it?
I don't know.
Take
Every
4.
time he pops up, he's in a different room.
Yeah.
Hey, what's it paying? He'll be out in like 10 seconds.
I don't reckon it'd last that long.
On our injuries and that, I don't think they matter this week. I think there's that much emotion with a game like this, and we're playing for the Peter Mac Cup, so it's a heavy cause. Moose is sideways. I don't know what he's doing.
What the hell is happening?
Yeah, look, we're really. I can't take this bloke seriously.
Is he pouting?
I don't know what he's doing. I don't think injuries matter with a game like this, and I don't think ladder position matters. I don't think anything matters. Yeah, we hate each other. They hate us. We hate them. So they can come up with any excuse they want. And the thing I like about Carlton right now is that we're not using our injuries as an excuse. We're holding each other to a standard now. Like Voss after the presser last week, mate, he was brutal, and I loved it.
That was his best one.
Because there he is. He's gone. Because we hold each other now accountable. We've got a standard. We've set the standard. And if you're not going to meet those standards, then he's shown this week that you won't be in the team next week, regardless of our injuries. So the club thinks we bat deep. They trust that we bat deep. And as a fan base, we beat Geelong. Like statistically, we beat Geelong, right?
Smashed them.
Literally. So yeah. I look at it in a sense like the boys are pumped. Everybody in that team is going to take their chances, has to take their chances. We cannot afford to miss our chances this week. We absolutely cannot. If we hit the scoreboard 30 times this week and lose again, then the issues have to be laid bare. There are so many issues then because, all right, one off, sweet. If it happens twice, you're going to get, a bit, how you going? This will be the 3rd time if we don't take our chances. We did it against Adelaide. We did it against the Cats. If this happens again, where we hit the scoreboard around 30-something times and don't walk away with the win, then we need to take a really good, hard look at the system. Mm. So, hello, Moose. Are you with us this time? Again?
Oh, no.
Why's Carl laughing at me?
Because you've been in a different room every time.
Can you hear me or now?
We can hear you.
Quick shout out to
Moose is using a goal review camera.
I was going to shout him out. Jay Baggers. Goal review camera. We've had Mooses streaming from MSN. Mooses streaming from Lebanon.
Unbelievable.
Score review.
Hello.
Shit.
If only we could send a photo of Moose to Nick Daicos, he wouldn't sleep tonight.
Yeah,
he's that soft. He won't sleep.
Moose, just we can't hear you properly, so just sign language your prediction to us. Actually, maybe don't.
No, don't.
Is that a W?
A win.
Yeah.
Thought he was going to do another gesture with 2 hands.
Why can't you hear me? This is bad. Very bad.
It's fucked.
Kill the blue. Can you see me now?
That's better.
We're live, yeah. We're live. This is legit. While Moose sorts his stuff out, I want to ask you a question.
Yeah, the boys.
Oh, there he is. A bit of volume. While Moose sorts it out, I got a question for you boys. How? Jesus Christ. How do we nullify Nick Daicos tomorrow?
Yeah.
Just get close to him. He'll probably. You ever seen those goats that when they get scared, they just freeze up and then fall to the ground?
I reckon whip him with a pool noodle.
Well, seriously, because I don't want him to get 40 touches, and we don't know how to man up. So what do? Do we hard tag him, or?
Well, they've got him. He's been playing off the halfback in the last couple of games, right?
That's his position every game. That's
He has to go in the middle.
So who from our half forward is going to take?
This is what I mean. What do we do? Do we just let him get 40 touches?
I reckon he has to go in the middle. They've got no one in the middle.
If he gets 40 touches and he'll get clean disposal, that'll hurt us. So what do we do? What do you
have someone have a
bully him up.
He sleeps with a nightlight on. No, do you get like a half forward, like a Cotters to run with him? Cotters going to clock 15, 16 Ks, and just stick to him like white on rice. Like, does he just negate his game?
Cottrell could do that.
He can. I can't remember who was running with him last year, but I keen to hear what everyone thinks. But I think Cottrell could run with him, just be a pest all day to him, negate his game. It's one option.
Yeah, I reckon Cottrell too. I reckon Cottrell just sticks to him. You just got to give him a hard time the whole game. We can't let him get 40 touches. He'll probably get 25, 30. But if he gets high 30s, that's going to be damaging. And especially in their transition, that's where they'll get us. So,
can you guys hear me?
Yes, bro.
Yes.
We can hear everything.
I don't think it's going to be that sort of game. I think it's going to be quite congested. I don't think Nick Daicos runs amok on us.
I hope so. But how do we stop that?
We've got the likes of, Chera's coming back. You got Cripper. You got Walshy. We're going to get a lot of ball. He's going to struggle to get 40 touches.
I hope so.
Do you reckon Nick Daicos sort of excels in a free-flowing game, or more so Carlton style of game, which is stoppage and clearance and stoppage and
definitely free-flowing.
Free-flowing.
Yeah,
he can't do contested.
Yeah.
So, but my issue is that Geelong got us on transition. So no matter how much we wanted a contested game, which we got that, but they still got us on transition with the runners that Collingwood
That's because we fucking gave up the ball.
Yeah.
And our shit kicks.
So what happens if we do that again? How do we nullify Daicos? Because
back to the drawing board.
That's going to happen because we need to I think we can all agree that our disposals aren't great in general.
Yeah.
So we're pretty good at turning over the ball and, through general play, just kicking it long. So we need to find a way to nullify Nick Daicos, and we can't kick it to Darcy Moore. We can't just kick because he guards grass and he will just pick everything off. Yeah. And if we play that long bomb style, especially in general play, that'll cook us.
Yeah. No, he doesn't play that loose man behind play anymore because they lost Murphy. So that
hurts them.
Yeah,
Murphy hurts them.
Yeah, so that's what hurt them. What hurt them last week was that against Essendon was Darcy Moore just covering grass instead of an opponent, and he actually gave up the mark against Langford in the last minute or whatever because he was guarding grass near the boundary instead of going back.
Probably eating it. Eating grass.
I have to shout out a few comments in the chat right now. All Moose related. I'll start with Funkster. How many rooms does this bloke want to go to? Morris, it's the Shilajit side effects. Funkster again. Moose, can you turn on your subtitles?
No, I love Funkster's last one. I can't wait for Moose to show us the dining area. Virtual open inspection.
Oh no!
Just give us a tour, Moose. Where are you?
Yeah, I'm thinking that's not going to work out. I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
as soon as I walk out that door, reception cuts out for some reason.
Danny Travels in the chat says Moose is being held hostage. He's freezing and complimenting the Blues. Oh, jeez.
Oh no.
But going back
Yeah,
to
we're going to get tomorrow 100,000. We're going to crack 100,000 or what?
I reckon 95. I reckon
I
95.
reckon be lucky to crack 90.
Yeah,
Nah, what are you talking about?
high 80s. I reckon high 80s.
91,889.
I reckon 88, 89.
Yeah, right.
Really? We got 87 against the Cats. You don't think we're only
I
gonna
reckon
get
a lot of the supporters won't show up because they're outs.
Nah.
Cold night. I don't
Nah.
know.
Lou Felino
Maybe.
in the chat, 96,500. I'm more around that number, Lou. I'm with you.
No.
But going back to what Andy just said, right? It's the long bombs. Let's please, let's not make Darcy Moore look like a all Australian defender again. We did it in the first time we met up with them last year from the same gameplay, from the same game style that we've been seeing in the last couple of games, which is just in general play, or even out of the midfield, kicking it in long. They're gonna clean it up. Geelong showed them the blueprint, right? Get a few defenders around Mackay and Charlie Kerner. That's where 9 times out of 10 the ball's going to go, and just get us on the rebound. Our defending isn't that good at that crash out at the moment unless we've cleaned it up.
I reckon we're going to, back to that convo about bombing it in. I think it's inevitable from the middle, but general play, we need to really lower our eyes.
Find something.
It's so important, man. We
It will
cannot give up long, pointless,
Yes.
intercept marks from general play. We need to
Great
take
at that.
advantage because we get the ball in such a dangerous spot around 70, 80 meters out, and it's just a long bomb.
Yeah, always.
It just does my eating.
Always. I'm literally gonna take a pen and paper and count the amount of times I see it tomorrow night. It's my pet peeve. Anyway, Moose, how are you feeling about the game?
G'd up. I'm actually excited. I've been to the G. Can you guys hear me still? Yeah. No?
Yeah.
Barely.
It's just that reconnecting. I lost. Is George there?
No, he's gone. Everyone's
there?
gone. You're just there.
I'm
It's
not
just
here,
you on your own.
I'm really excited, Amal, to get to the G. 95,995. That's what it's going to be.
Nice.
And we're going to have a win. So looking forward to it.
You got reception to book an Uber to get to the game, or
Hey, I'm counting on you.
out?
Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm G'd up for this one. I'm really, really G'd up. I think we play our best. I don't think they get close. I say it every week. That's how sure I am of this team. If we kick straight, we're going to smash them.
That's a big if.
Yeah,
But we just can't kick straight. And we need Charlie to have a big game. Not a big quarter, a big game.
Yeah, agreed. And there's a few pundits out there
from the first quarter.
There's a few pundits out there that reckon that Charlie's due. He's well overdue for a big
I
one.
love
And this is
how delayed Moose is.
to it.
Just 5 minutes later, just pipes in.
For all those listening, Monday night for the win review, I will be back in my nominal position, and you'll be able to hear me and see me and bag me. So look forward to that.
Sorry to our regular people that tune in. Lana, what's going on tonight, boys? Well, yeah, we do apologise. We will be back to normal service on after the win on for Monday.
Moose is throwing us off bad.
We need Moose's beard in HD as it always is.
All right, let's get on with the predictions then. For those watching along, let us know what you think the winning margin will be tomorrow night. Leading goal kicker and your best on ground. Do I start with Moose?
Yes.
Get it over and done with. I think so.
Go
on.
This bloke just looking at himself.
I'm looking for. I mean, you didn't ask me what I'm looking forward to. How come you didn't ask me that?
What are you looking forward to, Moose?
I've been saying Chincotta, bring him back for a few weeks now.
You have.
And I hope he starts, and I'm looking forward to seeing a bit of run from him and a bit of maturity in the back line. Carlton will win by 26 points. Best on ground is going to be Acres. He's going to have a field day. He's going to put some body on in the midfield, get some run. He's going to save the goals, and he's going to kick a couple as well. Most goals will be Mackay will kick 5.
Lou Felino in the chat, 44 points, the win for Carlton. Charlie with 6 and Cripps best on ground. Maz Blue by 32. Charles with 7 and best on ground. Cripper and MEH or Meh Baggers by 3 goals. Harry to have a big one and Cripps best on ground. Carl, I'll throw it to you.
Don't throw too hard. I'll tell you what I want to say before I go into my predictions. I want to. We talk about it every week. I want to see our small forwards fucking do something. Seriously, do something. Get the ball. If you're not getting it, tackle. Do something because it's frustrating. Bad. It's cooking my brain. That's my little rant. Carlton by 19. Walsh for over 30, and I'm going to say 2 goals as well to go with that. 2 goals and over 30 for Walsh, best on ground, and Charlie's kicking 6 or 7. He's going to have a cracking game. A lot
of people getting behind Charles at the moment. Steph AFL 32 points win. Charlie with 7 and Cripps 40 touches, best on ground. Lana Owens Blues by 37, best on ground. Walshy and Charlie with 5. Trex, Blues by 13, and Aiden, Carlton by 18. Charlie to kick 3, and best on ground, Walsh. Georgie, throw it to you.
Quick shout out to my good mate Ibby, who's trolling in the comments at the moment. He's a big Collingwood supporter.
I was going to
saying Darcy will mop the fall with Colonel Head. Ibby, I'll put it out here now. If you guys win, show it on my shout. But you won't, so we'll still go anyway. But $7. So we're gonna. I want to say Cardia Carlton again. I reckon it'll be a close one, but I'm gonna say Blues by 7.
You really want that shawarma, don't you?
Blues by 7. Charlie to kick 6. Absolutely put it over Darcy. Contested marks over Darcy. Darcy will give away a couple of stupid frees.
And then
the Collingwood fans will cry about it. Might give away a 50, whatever. Anyway, Charlie will kick 6 on his head. And I'll back Cripps again to have a big one and kick a big goal in the first to kick us off. So
it would be nice. Antonio, Carlton by 23. Charlie has 5 and Harry 4. Best on ground, Cripps. Paul Harvey, Carlton by 23. Charlie with the most goals, and Walsh best on ground. Andy.
Carlton by 65. Walsh will get 35, and Walsh is kicking 3. Move on. I want to fuck him. I want damage. I want blood. I want no mercy. I want their heads decapitated. I hate that team. I hate that club. I hate their colors. I hate their ground. I hate their president. I hate their ex-president. I hate their captain. I hate their bootlacer, the cleaners. I hate their water boys, their water girls. I hate them all. All of them.
When we say decapitated, we mean that in a sporting sense. YouTube, please don't ban us. This is not violent conduct.
Don't care. I hate them. I wish misery on that team. Misery. Utter misery and pain and suffering. Anybody associated with the black and white disgusting colors, just wish pain on you. I hate you. I hate you with all my heart. Wait till the other team as well. There's 2 teams, but we're just... This is the filth. We play the scum in a few weeks.
Jay Taylor in the chat. Yeah, definitely rather be in the forest with Andy's cat rather than him.
That's one of the best comments he left at the end of last episode, I must say, Jay. That gave us an absolute crack up.
Oh, jeez. Let's see. I reckon Carlton will win. It won't...
Don't start your negative shit, man.
It's either going to be in the 3rd or the 4th, and we're gonna blow it away. And by that I mean either Harry or Charlie will catch fire, like they have in the past couple of games. Aside from obviously the Cats one, but we'll get a 4 or 5 goal lead in a 4 or 5 minute patch from the midfield and Charlie and or Harry and or TDK. I think we're going to win by about 4 or 5 goals. I think it's a hard one at the moment out of Walsh and Cripps because they've both been absolutely fantastic. But I think the goals from Cripps, and I think he might kick 1 or 2 late as well, will get Cripps over the line with best on ground. And Charlie did to kick 6. I'm with a lot of you boys and a lot of those watching in the watching along and in the chat that Charlie is due and will have a massive game this week.
I want us to start well. We have to start well. It is so important we start well. I don't want to play chase. We couldn't do that against Geelong. And if Collingwood gets a run early, I don't want to have to chase them down. I think we'll come out. I think we'll come out strong. And I think we're going to come out really, really taking in Voss's word from last week. And the standard will be high this week. And we will set a new standard this week. I think you're going to see the most brutal Carlton we've ever seen in our lifetimes. Like in our adult life, even our youth. Like a new Carlton will be born tomorrow. And I'm willing to stand on that. I think Voss will have them G'd up and something different. It's going to be brutal tomorrow. If you're a Collingwood player tomorrow, if you're a filth, if you're a grub, if you're a scumbag, you're going to get hurt tomorrow. Can't wait. Blood.
Emotionally hurt?
Everything. Everything.
Hey, just quietly, Musta's hovering between 720p and Nokia N73. Every now and then I get a nice glimpse of his face and then it just washes away. I don't know about everyone else.
Shit.
All right, gents. It's been a pleasure. Thanks, Mus, for coming and going and coming.
Thanks for having me tonight, guys.
Someone asked me, someone in the comments said, would Andy wear a Pies jersey for a whole day for 50K? I will give you that 50K, keep the 50, and I will take that jersey and I will set it. Can I tell you a quick story? Yeah. So I got a bottle shop and Carlton United Breweries sent out a whole bunch of Collingwood cans from last year because they won the flag, the Dogs. And I'm supposed to sell them. Now, what I did was I put them in my, I got a cardboard, I got a thing at the back where I burn cardboard and I put them in there and I burnt them. I didn't want to make a cent off that filth. So would I take 50K to wear the Guernsey? I would rather neck myself than go near those colours. Disgusting. Don't ever disrespect me like that again.
It's been a pleasure. And I'm excited for tomorrow night. For those in the chat and watching along, if we see you at the game tomorrow night, or if you see us, wave us down, stop us for a chat. Let's pump each other up. Let's get involved tonight. Bring our voices, right? As Andy says, as Andy loves to say, bring your voices tomorrow night because Collingwood will, for those that do rock up. But we know we're louder. We are so much louder than them, so much more energetic than them. So let's make that our advantage tomorrow night in our home game.
Can I just say something quickly?
Yeah, go for it, man.
Anyone going to the game tomorrow? Try to get there early. There's something pre-game for the Peter Cup. Sam Doherty. So if you can get there early. Good cause.
Yep. Social media said he put up on social media 7:35. Be in your seats by 7:35. I think it was.
What time does the game start?
7:40.
7:40. Yep.
Okay, I thought early.
No. Just be there at 7:20 to be safe.
Thanks for watching. We will see you all if you're going to the game tomorrow night. Otherwise, we will see you at the review on Monday at 9 p.m. Until then, it is sayonara from the Monday Blues. Thanks, guys.
Sick, no. Fuck Daicos.